They're very professional. They know their stuff. The research that those two have done is amazing. And the more I read, the more it confirms all that they had told me. Once I got involved in the program, I just put my full faith in them and it really played out. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend them. I spent probably 7 or 8 years with one of the top GIs in the Hartford area for a problem that I had with reflux that started out fairly mild, was put on a PPI, and then as time went on, the reflux got worse and worse, and the medication seemed to have less effect on it. I had many trips back and forth to see my gastroenterologist, and there was no change. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse to the point that it was interrupting all my sleep. I started to do a lot of reading about the gut biome and more of a holistic approach. I had heard of Pioneer's practice and knew of Gene Gresh and had heard great things from other people. So I gave them a call. I was a skeptic at first. I had a meeting with him and Gene went into a full explanation of the program that they offer with the fit testing and the food testing, and indeed had it done. Results came back and there was a list of, although healthy foods, offensive foods to my system. I went all in. I was desperate at that point. My real goal was to get off the PPI that I had been on for years. He also designed a program of probiotics and completely changed my diet, really stuck to it fervently for a good month and saw immediate changes. I then found a study that was published about this continued non-erosive reflux and brought it to Gene, hoping he would read it, which he did, and studied it and went further. They had suggested a combination of supplements that were very effective for reflux, and he searched and found the combination. I started it. Within 2 weeks, the reflux was completely gone. He set up a program for how to slowly titer myself off of the PPI. Within a month, I was completely off the PPI, and have stuck to the diet ever since. Never had it reoccur. I've stayed on the probiotics, and it was miraculous. I also had an issue with recurrent UTIs that, again, I'd seen all kinds of bladder specialists, and Gene did some research, as well as Mike, and he devised a program of additional supplements, and that cleared up. So I am an avid believer in Pioneer Health, and they did amazing things for me. This approach to diet and supplements and clearing the gut biome and the bladder biome, I am a firm believer because it was just life-changing. It just feels so much better. Sleep is a whole different deal when you're not waking up at 3 a.m. with reflux. You sit down with Gene and, he has the entire afternoon. You're never rushed through anything. He answers all your questions. If he doesn't know the answer, he'll research it. I just feel like they're really cutting edge on all of this.